Please welcome to the stage, Rooney! Hi, hello, how are you? I am probably the oldest person here, am I? Yes. Yeah, no, I'm so old now. My kids, for example, are people just like you. Just like you. Like, my daughter doesn't even live in the same country as me. She's over in Spain, in Valencia, doing Erasmus. Do you know Erasmus? Yeah, some Greek fella. She's doing him. And she's loving it. But at least we get on well. Like, we're on the same plane, me and my daughter. Not like when I was growing up, my mother just made me feel guilty all the time. Typical Irish Catholic mother, very passive-aggressive. Like, when I was 12, there'd be a disco on in the parish hall, and I'd say to my mother, Mammy, can I go to the disco on Friday? And she'd be like, sure, go on out and enjoy yourself. Sure, someone in this house might as well enjoy themselves, as it won't be me anyway. And that never leaves you, that fucking voice in your head. Like, you can't get away from that, no matter how old you get. You can emigrate off to Australia, the other side of the planet, and think, brilliant, I've left behind the small town upbringing and the Catholic upbringing, and you go to a nightclub and you're dancing away, going, brilliant, I'm free, I'm off me face, it's fucking brilliant. And then suddenly your mother's voice is in your head, going, sure, you might as well see the world, I'll never see it anyway. And if I die, I'll bury myself, I suppose. That's the end of your fun. But I do feel old, but sometimes, then I look at Mick Jagger and I go, shit, no, I'm not that old, right? He looks old, doesn't he? Like, I saw the Rolling Stones about 10 years ago in Craic Park, and even then they were old. I knew they were getting old, because Mick Jagger was there. There was 80,000 people in front of him. He was like, let me hear you say yeah! And 80,000 people at the top of their voice are going, yeah! And he's like, I can't hear you! Just gone deaf. Very sad. Very sad. But better than a lot of bands, though. Like, I don't like, Coldplay. Annie is into Coldplay. Really? Yeah, come on. Very, very twee, very middle class stuff, isn't it? It's all, it's all like, I ate some snow. I ate some snow for you. What a thing to do. 'Cause it was all yellow. No. That's disgusting. Although, for Gwyneth Paltrow, she probably loved that, She probably made a candle of it, I don't like a lot of the indie bands now. They're not very political. It's all young fellas singing love songs. Young fellas, and they've never been in a relationship because they promise far too much. It's all like, I would move mountains just for you. Move mountains, Like 2 years into a relationship, you're like, I'm not moving them shoes. They're your shoes. You left them in the hall. Take off. I think there should be love songs for people who've been in a relationship for a good 20 years. Practical love songs. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There should be. It'd be like, I just called to say... I'm in Tesco's. Do you want that from the shops? That's what keeps the relationship going. Going to Tesco's, yeah. I had a different upbringing than you people. I went to a very Catholic upbringing, went to a Christian Brothers school, and once a year they'd have a retreat. You know what a retreat is? Yeah, it's when they bring in two hardcore priests for a week, and you had to go to mass every day, and it was just to give the Christian Brothers a rest, from touching the kids. And they bring in a couple of professionals, yeah. And they were brilliant at it. And they were really good. They knew what they were doing, Hands-on, that's what I like to see. Hands-on education. And, And they'd come into the class and there'd be 30, 15-year-old lads who were confused because they'd brought up in a Catholic religion going, and they're told, sex is wrong unless it's inside marriage. Sex is wrong. And then puberty kicks in and they're getting spots and little furry moustaches and there's random erections going on throughout the class just for no reason. Do you remember just random erections? Well, not girls obviously, but whatever. Or you probably saw them if it was a mixed school, you know, because they'd happen for no reason at all. It's shit when you're 15. You'd see a protractor on a desk and go, Jesus, look at the angle on that. Trigonometry class could set you off. The teacher's going, 2 parallel lines, they never touch. And you're going, maybe they touch sometimes. You imagine one parallel line coming up behind another parallel line going, come on, we'll just make a big tick line, will we? Come on. Just for the crack. And then the priest is in the class and he's just making you feel guilty for all these natural feelings. The priest is there going, now, boys, there's many ways the devil can tempt you. And one of the worst ways is when you're about to go to sleep at night and the devil tempts you to play with your own body. Are any of you boys doing that? Stand up now and tell me in great detail. That's what I grew up with now. Anyway, on that note, on that vision, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you.